Okay. Imagine a company that supports 1,200 children and still counting, has multiple lines of businesses, and is on its way in creating more impact on society. Now stop imagining, because that's what happened to NH. Hello, we are from We Can Do It, but the question is, can NH do it?
Having 4 core pillars, or we should say business units, with one of its main objectives is to empower local communities, almost all the data input are recorded manually, separately, compounded with lack of human resources in terms of amount of required quality, resulting with inconsistent quality of the cover. The big question mark is how to integrate the 4 pillars of NH in order to make a bigger impact on an underprivileged society, while on the other hand, empowering local communities. Next.
Now let's take a look at this brief picture of NH's capabilities. With a good current reputation that owns 12,000 followers on various social media, NH has enormous potential for growth. However, here we see the lack of qualified human resources and non-optimal information utilization within the company hold its full potential. Next.
Okay. With those capabilities and its strengths and opportunities in this slide, what can NH do to minimize their flaws shown in the weaknesses and threats? And then, also taking notes at some keywords such as competency of human resources, information system improvement, and business potential. How do we achieve them all?
NH could achieve it with these simple yet powerful 4 steps. The first, training programs for locals and students, followed by the implementation of commission-based system, which can urge to productivity, and a more regular and structured operation reports, which at the end resulting in a more integrated information system. Next.
Where do those 4 steps come from? We want to bring NH from its current state to reach its target. Next, we synthesize them into 3 strategies. First, regular report using simple platform. From lack of control of product selling report to having a big picture analysis that could help NH in formulating their next big steps. With this strategy, we can increase work efficiency and ease the process of gaining insight. To plan for the next strategy and evaluate the current product operation that help the executive to make the right decision. This insight will be used to evaluate and map the products from all the sectors. Thus, we can improve the sector whose quality are below standard. Next.
The next strategy is human resources training program. From the current situation of lack of human resources to empowerment of not only students, but also local communities. Collaborating with NH Academy as well as NH Farm to provide training in different fields with the expected results of locals and students having specialized skills, thus increasing the number of human resources that fulfill the required quality.
And last but not least, commission-based system. To maximize the skills gained from human resource training programs. An additional commission-based system will be implemented for the working locals with shared revenue commission. With this system, working locals will be motivated to keep the quality above standard and the amount of stock product to achieve the targets that have been set before. Next.
Okay, this is how the strategies will be implemented in the first 4 months. We will do planning and socialization in the first and second week, and start training in the 3rd week. We will do 2 big phases of training and evaluation, and gradually make it parts of NH to keep improving and improving. And last, data collection will be started at the beginning of the 3rd week, and we hope to see its first analysis at the beginning of the 3rd month.
There are no plans that come without risk. Here we mention some of them that could happen along with the implementation of the strategy. These risks that we must accept, but there are also risks that we can mitigate or even avoid. Thus, we map those risks and create some mitigation strategies to minimize the impact of those bad risks.
Lastly, with proper advanced analysis and development, we conclude that this solution is feasible to implement also on other similar communities, with the main expected impact and has 4 pillars integration and local community empowerment. We believe if we can do it, NH can do it too. Thank you.
Sorry, can you show us again the first slides? Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Maybe I have one questions about the. Can you show us the last slide? Sorry. Before that. Before that, yeah. So this commission-based system. How do you come up with this? And why do you use this for the solution?
Okay.
Anyone
Yes.
can answer? Yeah.
Okay, thank you for the question. Okay, so we come up with the solution by thinking how could we make people more productive, more think even more how to create creative products, how to create products that they can be sold by using this technique. So, like we gave them two parts. When we pay the producers, we gave them two kinds of money. The first, we gave fixed amount of money for their products, and the second one we gave like bonus. And the bonus is they will get the bonus if their product sold at a certain amount of at the market, or if the product could meet our expectation, so they could encourage more to create a better and more qualified product. Maybe Tito or Isti want to add some more.
Okay. So you prefer this direct rewards rather than providing a system which they can track down, for example, their productivity, for example, to encourage them more, or this is something that you think better in terms of, stimulate their productivity. So how do you implement this in the system itself?
Okay.
Do you have any way to track down the productivity based on this commission?
Okay. Maybe I will answer it again. So we combine the strategies with the previous, with this one, with the regular report using simple platform. With this one, we could know, which product sell most at which at which outlet at which channel, and from that we could know, the people nowadays are like are into this product, and we could tell them, hey, the market like your product, and could you make it more, or could you make a diversification, and if your product successful again, we will give more commission for it. And integrated with this strategy, we also give them trainings to make a better and better, to build better and better products.
I see. Okay. All right. Thank you. Maybe other judges?
Hi. Okay, I think maybe just some comments, right? Sorry, can you move on to the slide before this, before human resource training program? Okay, so I believe to summarize what you mentioned over here is basically a combination of market research and demand analytics. Is that correct? So yeah, okay. So I mean, of course, this is pretty much not a very new solution. People have thought about this before, but I'm not going to discount it because the key is in the execution, right? I do like the how you complement it with human resource training program and also the commission-based system. So that is good. I think overall the presentation is very well delivered as well. Maybe just two comments to make, right? Number one, I don't think each of these prongs should be titled strategy. Okay, so you got to have a you got to differentiate between your main strategy, which is things like empowerment, empowering the community, versus your individual, the implementation and initiatives. So this, I would say, human resource training program, commission-based system, all these are your implementation or initiatives. Your strategy should be a higher overarching level where it talks about empowerment and enablement of the communities. And other than that, I do believe that I guess maybe just one casual feedback that you guys should stop swapping presenters too often, because it causes that bit of disruption in the entire presentation flow. Other than that, I think it's quite well done. Yeah, I like it. That's all from me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
No, I do not have any more questions. Thank you.
I have one question, maybe. I have one question for local pattern management method. Can you explain for that? Thank you.
Maybe Vito or Isti.
Sorry, Mister, can you repeat it? What did you say? Local.
Okay. Working local with different specialized skills. How management method for development skill for locals partner NH. The method of development for scale up their skill.
Okay, thank you for your question. May I answer? So the method is to collaborate with NH Academy and NH Farm. We believe that although there are different fields of jobs, you may say, that is available for locals, such as maybe on farm or NH coffee or any other supplier that can supply products to maybe Mart or other business units. So the development is to collaborate with NH Academy and NH Farm with further training programs. Can you please go to the previous slide?
Thank you. Maybe
Okay.
thank you. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for the opportunities.